Boys and girls, welcome back to the Self-Discovery Show, where, as always, we're trying to do some good in this world and trying to help you change your relationship with things and help you understand you. Today's video is, I'm actually really looking forward to this one, is this one. It is inside Malaysia's smallest house, romantic villa house tour, tiny garden home. And as always, I'm going to learn something about myself and show you how to change your relationship with everything. So let's go, shall we?
Well, when I first came to the site, I thought, wow.
Okay, that is pretty nice. That is a pretty nice property he's got there. Should we just play that beginning bit there just one more time?
Well, when I first came to the site, I thought, wow.
Anyone else just feel like an instant just calm? Just like, wow. Places like this exist in the world. Anyone get that? Because I freaking did.
You know, these enormous trees. So it's very comfortable. I'd be quite happy to live in a house like that when I get old, which I'm not yet.
Do you know what I mean? Just so peaceful and so just, wow. Jesus, that's, yeah.
My name is Alex Lee and I am from Design Seeds. Today's episode, we are about to unveil the smallest home we ever featured on our channel. Before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and click on that notification buzzer to stay in the loop of more compelling episodes.
Okay, this guy lives in a completely different world to me. He lives in a place that I can't get. It's all kind of creative and calmness and inner and just, wow. It's a very different reality to mine. And this guy is obviously living it, breathing it every single day. And that's different is the word today. Different.
The idea of building a romantic honeymoon villa occurred to Jamalia Hamdan in 2017 when she was planning her daughter's wedding. The site is on a hillside overlooking Sungai Langat at Pekan Batu 18, 29 kilometers to the east of Kuala Lumpur.
Wow. That is absolutely stunning. That is very different to England. I could see myself somewhere like this. Yeah. And that doesn't make me feel good saying that at all. Anyway.
The selected site involves a short but strenuous climb to a relatively level plateau. The plan of the single-story pavilion is unpretentious. The linear accommodation is just 3.6 meters wide and looks into an exquisite semi-walled garden with a series of cool, still ponds and 4 gentle waterfalls creating the soporific sound of running water.
Okay, this is like seriously making my body go funny here. Like something is going on with me. I've watched, what, 2 minutes of this video? And that's why we call it the Self-Discovery Show. To figure out stuff and to channel this energy and to find out what your reality can really be like.
Consisting of an intimate living and dining room, a wonderfully romantic bedchamber, an open-to-sky bathroom beneath the forest canopy, and a cantilevered east-facing balcony.
Do you know what I mean? It's just the kind of place you just want to go to, and I just want to paint things. I just want to paint this landscape. I just want to sit there, breathe. I don't want to engage with anything. I don't want any negative emotions. I don't want any garbage on TV. I just want to paint.
The client's brief was initially to design a garden, but Inch Lim, the celebrated Malaysian garden designer, subsequently advised Jamalia to build a simple pavilion in a partially walled garden.
She wanted me to make a garden for her. I said, no, 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 you don't need a garden. You need a house and a garden, because if you have only a garden, you never come here.
Do you know what I mean? It's the kind of place that the person who lives there has all these stories and all these memories and kind of knows all these people, and it's like, wow, it's very different to my world. Oh, wow. God, that sucks. Okay.
But if you have a very comfortable little house, you can comfortably come here and wake up in the morning to the garden.
So, why haven't I got this house in my life? Why don't I live there? Why don't I have people like this in my life? Did something go wrong? Is it like, I don't know,
I like to think that we always think outside the box. We try and think something different. Although we adopt all the classical languages and the classical lessons that is learnt in landscape and architecture. My name is Inch. I have a company called Inchscape. Currently what I do is I design things for a living.
It's just, do you know what I mean? The kind of place for, like, real, I don't know what the word is, creative and calmness and things I don't have in my inner world. Yeah, that's true.
The walled garden is the culmination of a steep climb. A processional route circles to the north, arriving at the plateau before turning to approach the house from the west. Stepping through a timber door set in a portal.
Do you know what I mean? It's just the kind of place where there's kind of great conversations and great friendships, and people like almost become when they go there. People just, like I'm doing now, my body's just bubbling away. Just something is just, I don't know, I feel very calm. I don't know.
There's a bench conveniently located to the left of the entrance, and a view opens up to a borrowed landscape of mountains to the east. Inch has choreographed a route, circumventing the watercourse and descending via a series of shallow platforms to a sliding timber door that gives access to the living space, entered by a short flight of steps.
Do you know what I mean? What is it that, do you know what I mean? You know this house wasn't built by like Amazon or something. This wasn't like a flat pack home. Do you know what I mean? It's like the human spirit is in those things. Maybe that's what I need in my life. Some human spirit in the things around me.
The cantilever veranda projects to the east, a cool shaded space in the evening. It is designed to feel like floating in the middle of the jungle.
Do you know what I mean? It's like you're in this faraway world that's just, there's nothing I could do here, or there's no place I could go to get to what this would be, essentially. Like internally I'm talking about. Like if I was to see friends or make some food or go to a spa, I wouldn't be able to recreate like what this is, you know? Yeah, this is a tough one. This is a real tough one.
The bedroom faces larger greeneries that gives the interior more privacy and shade, keeping the bedroom always in a romantic and cozy setting. The bedroom leads to the end of the layout with the most iconic feature in the villa, an open-to-sky bathtub as the focal highlight, complemented with the high gable roof feature that lies shaded beneath the tall, unruffled tropical trees.
Okay, there is something like seriously going on with me watching this video. Like, why can't I have that? Why don't I have that environment in my life right now? Why don't I have that peace and serenity with anything? I can't think of anything that matches that in my world. Even if I went to this place, I mean there'll be something stopping me from interacting with this environment? Very mixed emotions watching this video, very mixed emotions.
In the old days, we didn't have good waterproofing anyway. So if you have a flat roof, you would have no end of problem. In a situation like that, it's much better to have a pitch roof. The rain runs off and the leaf falls off.
It's as if people who live in these kind of homes would just kind of avoid someone like me. Yeah, that sounds right. And is that me? Is that real? Is that... I don't know.
The walled garden has nurtured Jamalia's growing interest in biophilia, which is defined as the therapeutic effect of contact with nature.
Ah, okay, so biophilia is the therapeutic effect of contact with nature. That's what's going on with me right now.
The positive effect on healing from interaction with nature were evident. Jamalia, the owner, is planning a biophilic retreat by Sungai Langat.
Okay, this guy's done a damn good job at that. 5 stars, my friend.
Following Geoffrey Bawa's famous maxim that no one should ever chop down a tree, always move the building.
Okay, no one should ever chop down a tree. Always move the building. Wow, that's deep. That's deep. Jesus.
The garden court is structured around this magnificent specimen.
We retain all the trees because the trees are so magnificent. It would take a long time before you can get these beautiful trees up to this site ever again.
Oh, so that's what they did. They didn't chop down the trees to make the house. They just made it all around what was already there. I see.
You see, there are 2 things about gardens. The basic and most important one is light. You have to manipulate it so that you get sufficient light for your plants. When you have very tall trees, the danger is you cut out too much light and the plants won't grow.
You know, if I was sat with this guy, I'd say to him, or ask him, when did you realise you could do what you do when you have this kind of relationship with your work? Like, was there like a situation or an event, or did he just always know? Like, did he discover this thing, or was it just kind of always there? Anyway.
So what we did was we slotted the house in between the trees and we left the open area for the garden. My plants need to grow in the morning sun. If this was an afternoon sun, it wouldn't be the same. Right? They love morning sun. So I set out the garden in the morning sun.
You know what? I think I could just live here. Just move me in here. I'll do the self-discovery show videos, do my reinvention thing. I think I'd be a very happy man. This is absolutely breathtaking. Like, I freaking love it.
It's lovely sitting here, sort of listening to that water cascading down. I think the trick really is that the height and the volume of water has to be finely tuned so you get the sound, but not too much of the sound.
Okay, that was a serious video. That's one of my favourite ones so far. Usually they don't make me like this, like, what the freak's going on? Anyway, to business. Leadership words. These are taken from a book from a man who I have no affiliation with, about building a foundation for your true self, understanding yourself. So I just want to match these leadership words to whatever is going on with me from watching that freaking amazing video. I'm going to watch that again. That was awesome. So today's leadership words are very different to what I'd usually pull up on here. So the first one is assertiveness. I don't know where that comes from. Collaboration. I think that's this guy's relationship with the gardening and the house and the plants and stuff. Generosity. It's like you have to kind of, to get to this level of what this guy's doing, you have to give. Like this guy, he's built this place and he's giving. He's not thinking, you know, oh, I'm going to make loads of money and take. Inquisitiveness, like these guys obviously know their stuff inside out. Maturity, takes a long time to get this good at what these guys are doing. And tradition. Yeah, that is a very different set of words. I've never pulled those up before. And, for those of you who are actually interested in learning about yourself, understanding yourself, one of the pillars of the Self-Discovery Show is this. Only through art can we emerge from ourselves and know what another person sees of the universe, which is not the same as our own. And if you've ever worked with a therapist or a coach or a counsellor or a psychologist, this idea of emerging from yourself to understand that of a universe which is not the same as your own, yeah, you'll know what I mean. Otherwise, it can sound a bit odd. So, but my favourite concept, the truth. What's going on with me that's making me pull up all these words and making me feel just different? Like that was a wicked video. Okay, so today's truth is... Wow, okay, that is a serious sentence here. Okay, there is something more that I can't experience. I see it in things, I see it in others, but it's not a part of me. That is my favourite one so far. That is absolutely fantastic. I'm not entirely sure what it means, but wow, okay. Yeah. Guys, until next time, that was fucking amazing. Stay tuned.
The walled garden has nurtured Jamalia's growing interest in biophilia, which is defined as the therapeutic effect of contact with nature.
That was the best one so far.